What is it like to raise a family in the world's coldest city, where winter temperatures plummet to -64 degrees Celsius? Today, we will explore the daily life of the largest family in Yakutsk, a family of 22 children who call this extreme place home. Alexander Pavlov, the father of the house, starts his day bright and early, heading outside to gather ice to make sure his family has enough clean drinking water. Raising 22 children is a challenging task, and it's even more challenging in a place like Yakutsk. Alexander and his family live in the suburbs of the city, where, like many others, they face the challenge of not having access to the central water supply. Instead, Alexander's family depend on water reserve containers to store the water needed for their daily activities.
Настя, Рамина, Настя, садик.
Meanwhile, Oksana is waking up their children. Oksana and Alexander are loving parents to a total of 22 children, with 18 of them being adopted. Their family spans a wide age range, from the oldest, who is 37 years old, to the youngest, who is just 6 years old. The youngest members of their family are Sofia, Ramina, and Nastya. Ramina is 9 years old and attends the local primary school, while 6 years old Nastya goes to a nursery next to their home. Today, Ramina has a day off from school because her primary school doesn't work when it's -45 degrees outside. However, the nursery continues to operate even when it's as cold as -55 degrees. So Nastya still has to go to nursery. Today the temperature outside is -48 degrees, which is quite common in Yakutia. As part of Alexander's morning routine is to check the heating in their home to ensure his family stays warm on this ice-cold morning in Yakutsk. Despite the extreme cold, Alexander and his family rely on 2 gas boilers to keep their home comfortably warm at 25 degrees. Considering the size of their 3,800 square foot home, heating costs are quite reasonable, around $200 a month. 7:40 in the morning. All the kids are finally awake. It's time to get ready for school, nursery, and university. The Pavlov family has 14 kids living with them now. 8 of them are married and have their own families, but often come to visit their parents. Despite having a big house, the Pavlov's family still faces the daily challenge of a bathroom queue each morning.
Daraulurun bihi gorukta deke getirebit.
Bu bihiga kısmet ayılana.
Daraulurun, min adım David, min hüdbebi sastaqpın.
Мен атым Руслан, он Состахпын. Мен Настя Филиппова, 6 лет. Мен Филиппова Рамина, 6 Состахпын.
Тебе же не 6.
Ой, я забыла Томас. Мен атым Жанна, 11 Состахпын.
Мен атым Коля, 12 Состахпын.
Мен атым Алгыстана, 16 Состахпын. Мен атым Марчелана, 14 Состахпын.
Мен атым Лёня, 13 Состахпын.
Min adım Sasha, 19 sastaqpın.
Min adım Vova, 17 sastaqpın.
Мен атым Юлия, 22 Состахпын.
Атым София, 6 Состахпын.
While children are busy with their morning routines, Oksana is making breakfast. Traditional Yakutian pancakes is a high-energy food that keep them warm during cold days. Managing schedules and responsibilities for such a large family can be overwhelming, so establishing routines and delegating tasks is essential, and Oksana's children are always eager to help.
Голубика.
Now it's time for breakfast. With just one kitchen in the Pavlov family, space is limited and can't comfortably fit everyone at once. So they found a way. They were eating in a two-row with the youngest children eating first, followed by the oldest.
Бастан ити үс оғыны бұп. 2-3 сыллаға майынға. Мен онны ити айылға қырышта бұл әйгетігер үлелейін жүді. Антан бұл әлбән Уже қас оғы. Оны ағасы оғы опсая бейли бітінен аспық. Олы бұра білейін оны ағағардылы етілдәндер болғаны. Ағасы оғыны уже бұп ұставып біт олатыр біле оны ағыстырын тоғылан. Бейттен тақалылар дем болған. Енді біле, онлық бол батақ. Енді бей қавалылар, келе тұралылар, келелілер, маралылар. Ияға ден аттан, енді мұшта тұралылар.
Бірағыник ары айы бары мұныстан, күлін өрен оньон. Ондықта сенлер біт әлбән, әбә әйден келе тұралылар.
Oksana and Alexander have shared a happy life together for 30 years. This decision to open their hearts and home to so many children came to Oksana when she was caring for her children. Being a teacher by profession, she has always been drawn to children and wanted to provide love, care, and a comfortable home to as many as possible. As their family grew, so did the responsibilities and the need for more attention. This led Alexander to make the difficult decision of leaving his job as an engineer to provide better support for his family. Alexander and Oksana are fully dedicated to caring for their children. They received government support for their monthly expenses, which they used to provide food and clothing for all their children. After a hearty breakfast, it's now time for school. Archilana is 14-year-old with 3 years left before graduating school, thinking of becoming an actress, dentist, or singer. Her school days runs from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. with a standardized curriculum in Yakutia, focusing on subjects like Russian language, literature, math, and sciences. To get into university, Archilana must pass the Unified State Exam, a test in various subjects. Competition for university scholarship is tough. Without high Unified State Exam scores, students must pay tuition fees, which range from $2,000 to $4,000 a year for local public universities. So Archilana is determined not to miss school even in the extreme cold of minus 48 degrees. Not only Archilana but also her siblings go to school today. In Yakutsk, life continues even at such low temperatures. School, nurseries, universities, and offices all continue to operate in such extreme weather. From a young age, locals understand the importance of dressing appropriately to brave the harsh winters. They wear insulated trousers and special winter jacket designed for extreme weather. Luckily, the Pavlos family lives right next to their school and nursery, just a 5-minute walk away. They choose their house location with their kids' safety in mind, making sure they don't have to walk too far outside. The older siblings look after the younger ones, ensuring they reach the nursery and school first to prevent them from freezing. Next in line are Alkistana and Archilana. Despite their school being relatively close to home, the older siblings always make sure they arrive school safely. The oldest members of the family are currently attending the local university in the city center. In a city with no subway or other public transportation options apart from buses, their daily commute relies on taking the bus. Vova, Diana, Yulia, and Sasha start feeling the intense cold. This situation could quickly become dangerous, and with no bus in sight, they must rush back home or try to stop a passing car to avoid frostbite.
Центральная, через 3 минуты.
Luckily, the bus arrives just in time so they can safely reach their university. The buses in Yakutsk are red for a specific reason, not just by chance. They are painted this way because the red color is highly visible, especially in thick fog. This makes it easier for people in Yakutsk to spot their buses from far away. Meanwhile, some kids are helping their parents around the house, and like kids all around the world, they're excited about not having school today. Primary school are closed today, so they're enjoying their time at home and even playing outdoors, not minding the cold weather. Like most locals here, kids are relishing their days outside by playing on snow slides, ice skating and skiing. The kids try to play outside as much as they can until the cold becomes unbearable, at which point they move their activities indoors. Indoors, they enjoy playing chess among other games. Alexander takes sports and health seriously, striving to instill a sense of fitness in his children. Alexander built their own indoor gym where the kids train and participate in various sports activities during the afternoon. The oldest members of the family are actively involved in professional sports such as athletic, skiing, boxing, and archery, participating and winning in numerous sport competitions.
كيهتيجا هاو مروجر نمبروت ذكلا عدير ديك بنهب من بيتاهد تحسن تورا 5 سنين دو يبي هالجنين دو تورا جني خنان
خان كرجان مشكلة وقدرين بيكردان بير تقن دولين كيلر
هاكا كيهتين الشيء قيد دقة تمي قطر الدقة
After returning from school, the children engage in dancing, singing, and various other activities. Living in the coldest place on earth, it's easy to forget about staying active, but it's important to stay strong and maintain good health to survive the harsh winter days. While the kids are playing, the father of the house, Alexander, is busy making barbecue.
Bionik kradeska, a jeździł pytań. Buwate, a czas kajr.
The weather doesn't stop him from cooking outside on his special stove, even when the temperature drops below -40 degrees. The meat takes on a unique and delicious flavor when cooked in the frosty air, giving it an icy, special taste that the family loves. Alexander's wife Oksana is also busy preparing dinner with the help of the older girls. They are cooking up a delicious and hearty meal consisting of fish and Yakutian fried pies filled with meat and rice. Unlike other regions, vegetables are very expensive and rare in Yakutia due to the challenging growing conditions. Fruits are also rare in the traditional Yakutian diet. Instead, people often consume frozen berries, which are preserved and can be stored for long periods. Dinner is served and the family gathers around the table to enjoy a piping hot soup prepared by loving mom. In Yakutia, it's a cherished tradition to have soup every day, and it not only fills their bellies but also warms their souls during the cold winter days. As night falls over Yakutsk and temperatures plunge even lower, the Pavlov family nestles into their warm home, safe and secure in each other's company. In the heart of the coldest city on earth, we found a story of warmth, resilience, and the enduring strength of family. Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary journey into the lives of the Pavlov family. Until next time, stay warm and keep the spirits of adventure alive.